able to get so much pressure on you so consistently?
They got a great rush, and they've got some great pass rushers. They've got interior pass rushers. They've got some outside rushers. I think you complement that with good coverage. And, it's just tough for us to ever get into a rhythm and, finally to score some points there at the end. And then for it to come down to a 2-point conversion is a tough way to obviously end the season.
On those two interceptions, one where Miller dropped and then double, what did you see on those two?
Yeah, just a bad decision. So Gronk went inside of him and then was breaking out. And I didn't think Vaughn knew that, and he did, and he made a good play.
Had you seen Miller drop a lot? Is that something you expected?
They rush more often than not. But, those are the things that quarterbacks have to see.
Tom, what about the disruption they seem to get at the line of scrimmage? Obviously, they came in with the game plan of trying to disrupt your timing a little bit. What did you see in regard to their effort to do that?
Yeah, it was a tough day, man. Tough day, hard-fought football game. They're a very good defense. They played well all season. They got good coverage. They got a good rush. They put a lot of pressure on you. We made a lot of plays. There were a lot of plays we didn't make. A lot of fourth down plays that ended up, costing us. We made a couple, but again, there were too many of those, and we never could play with the lead. We never could play on our terms. So it was an uphill battle all day.
Fourth down plays you mentioned late in the game and the 2-point conversion. Why do you think you guys are usually so good in those situations? What was the problem, do you think, today?
I think you make some. You're not going to make them all. I think we hit the 4th and 10 to Gronk. We hit a 4th down for the touchdown. I just don't think you're going to be 100% in those situations. So, unfortunately, we had 4 or 5 of them that just, they just didn't go our way, and they cost us points and cost an opportunity to move on.
You guys came in at halftime. It was a frustrating first half, obviously. What was the talk? What led you to turn it around a little bit in the second half?
Yeah, we were all pretty, we were happy we were still in the game based on the way we played offensively. We just could never really get into a rhythm with what we were doing. So it was a tough, hard-fought game. I think they did some good things defensively. We had some plays offensively we should have made, and we just didn't make them.
When they get into you so quickly for parts of that game at least, how much does that affect your internal clock when you do actually have time? Does it sort of get in the back of your head like, I might not have as much time as I think?
Yeah, I think you get into some rhythm out there, and then, when you do have time, you're still on that quick rhythm. And there were definitely times where I had opportunities to hold the ball and didn't really have great awareness of where people were around me. Maybe sometimes I had more time. So I'll look back on all those plays. And it's a disappointing loss because, this team fought pretty hard. Just to come up short on 2-point play would have been a fun overtime had we had the opportunity. But we just came up one play short.
Was it your elbow in the second quarter? You got hit pretty hard. I think after you made a throw before halftime, what was bothering you?
It's football. I think there's a lot of plays I got hit pretty hard today. So it's just football. Just football.
Did you say to your offensive line, they're pretty devastated in there. Did you get in their face? Did you try to prop them up? How do you handle that when you're just flat on your back time after time?
No, they hung in there all day. I think that's the strength of their team, and I think we, our strength was trying to get the ball to, our skill guys and let them make some plays in space. It's a tough front. They're good players, and they're teeing off on the cadence. We're trying to keep changing it up, and on defense, sometimes you just got to get one play, and you end the drive. So I think they did a great job today.
You've talked about the end of these seasons almost like the treadmill stops. How long does it take before you're able to process that you were that close and it's over and the season goes on without you guys playing?
Yeah, it's pretty special to play in this game. Obviously, to advance to the next game that's why we all play and work so hard. So it's disappointing not to have the opportunity to do that. It takes a lot of good football to do that and to beat some great football teams. And we lost to a very good football team today. I wish that 2-point play would have been different. I'm sure everyone can look at different plays throughout the game when it's that close and say, man, I wish I'd have made that play. But proud of the way we fought. We certainly fought to the end.
Gostkowski's doing that now a little bit and kind of beating himself up a little bit about the extra point. What are your feelings to him as a teammate in that circumstance?
No, he's a great player. He's the best. So, I mean, everyone misses him at some point, and there was plenty of football left. We knew what the situation was.
The thing about Gronk's toughness to come back after that dehydration and come back and make those two huge plays.
Yeah, he made two great plays, both on fourth down, and he split the defense. They were trying to double him, and he ran right through it. And then a touchdown. I still don't know how he caught that ball. I was kind of retreating, trying to buy time, and just saw him break out and let it go. So that was a great play. He toughed it out all season, so I'm proud of him. He's a great player.